It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Bulls out in Chicago. Looking at the Bulls, they've made a place for themselves near the top of the Eastern Conference standings, 5th place to be exact. If their regular season were to end today, that would be a good jump from where they finished last season. And one of the guys we'll be seeing tonight is Al Horford. He's not a flashy guy by any means, has never gotten all that much national media love, but Shaq, wouldn't you say he is as solid a post player as you'll find?
You know what? He doesn't do anything with flash and doesn't have the big contract, but he plays like it. I just want to say muchas gracias, papi. He's from Dominican Republic.
Oh, muy bien. Well, he does everything you want a post player to do. I mean, honestly, he passes the basketball. He can handle it off a rebound. He moves it, post moves. He's improved his outside shot. But the only thing I would say is improve being more aggressive. I'd like to see Al at times try to get 30.
And that does it for us.
Muy bien again.
Thanks for tuning in.
Muchas gracias.
And we'll see you later.
De nada.
Broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. Looking at Boston, they took a win in their last game against the Pistons, and they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Celtics, Isaiah Thomas out there with Brown. Then it's the kid. Then it's David Lee. And it's the Cobra in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Hey, for Zach LaVine, the dunk contest last season was his coming out party to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
Here's the Cobra. The jump hook, that's good. The Cobra's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Celtics. On defense, Boston. Ball. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's DeRozan. Soft touch off the glass. And for LaVine and his dunking, if you saw him in college or last season, you knew he was a very special player in the air.
Well, LaVine can be one of the great all-time dunkers with his height and ability to lift off. He gets airborne so effortlessly that there are few that can match his power and finesse once he's airborne.
He used that pick just right. The kid's got his first points of the game.
Lee with a solid pick that time.
Out to the wing. Here's Ball. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Thomas against DeRozan. Pulls up on the elbow. Thomas, no good.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Picked by Vucevic. It's stolen by Brown. And they're running. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Vucevic with the rebound.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
And again, no good by Chicago. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist from David Lee.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. They set the pick. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got his first points of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Brown. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Detroit.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
DeRozan with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
Here's Levine following the bucket by the Celtics. That drops. Levine's got his second basket.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Thomas kicks to Lee. Passes it to the Cobra. Here's the kid. Screen by Lee. Here's the kid. And that one goes long.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Gasol, no good. The Celtics have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. DeRozan against Thomas. Here's the kid. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Shot clock at 3. The Cobra passes to Brown. Second shot opportunity, and Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Brown outside. The screen from Brown. Here's the kid.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
No good on the triple.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
LaVine dishes to Gasol. He nails it, and we're tied up.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Thomas, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Thomas a screen. Lee kicks to Brown. There's a good screen. Back to Lee. The pass to the kid. On the clock. Fires for 3. Kept alive by Boston. Pass to the Cobra. Second chance shot. Shot's good.
The entire defense was frozen footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's DeRozan. He had 19 points in the win against Milwaukee.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Vucevic with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
So it's the Celtics now, after the Bulls pick up 2. Outside Thomas. There's the screen. He kicks to Brown. Clock at 6. And the shot falls short this time. Bulls have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Here's Levine. He's covered by Brown. Levine can't hit.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Pass to the Cobra. From deep, DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. And the pass to Ball. Back to DeRozan. It's tipped. Intercepted. Here's Levine. He's guarded by Thomas. Levine passes the Ball. Picked by Vucevic. Outside DeRozan. And the 3-ball is good. DeRozan's got 5 now.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Changes for Chicago. Mirotic is checked in for Gasol. Gerald Green comes in for Zach LaVine, and it's Rose in for Ball. And then for Boston, Al Horford. He's checked in for the Cobra. Warren comes in for David Lee, and Smart subbed in for Brown. Now here's Thomas. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. At the top of the key, Horford with the fadeaway. No good. Great D that time from Vucevic. What a season for Al Horford last year. Such a great display from him and his team as he led the Hawks to the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference.
And for all the team accomplishments the Hawks had, Horford was able to hit some of his own milestones as well. Had his first career triple-double last season.
Now here's Green. His last outing he had 8 points. Vucevic a screen on Thomas. Rose with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Dishes to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Mirotic sets the screen for DeRozan. Offensive rebound. Vucevic. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Vucevic has got his first points in this one. Celtics trail by 5. Now Thomas. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Horford, no luck.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Thomas. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Nice shot by Smart.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
The bench production in that game was terrific. Points from multiple sources.
Yeah, everybody that stepped on the floor played and made a contribution, and that's always a positive thing.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Bulls making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Sellinger's checked in for Boston. Bradley comes in for Thomas. The Bulls leading by 4. Like you were talking about Isaiah Thomas, he had no love lost for the Suns in their first meeting. He took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared them down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench, man. He had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit.
And as good as Vucevic is on offense, guys, he's doing everything he can to catch up on his defense. Huge size and wingspan works to his advantage, although the subpar athleticism hinders him a bit. But, for example, he's averaged less than 1 block per game for his career, mostly because even though he's a 7-footer, he plays well below the rim. And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Mirotic has a wide-open look. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And to Vucevic's point, big problem throughout his career has been getting into foul trouble.
Yeah, it's tough. He's aggressive and sometimes out of position. Coaches are asking him to be aggressive, but he has to learn how to do that without fouling. That's the next step in his progression. And some of it is anticipation, so you're not in position to foul.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Bradley, that's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Rose kicks to Mirotic. There's the screen. Outside, Green. Mirotic, the screen. Feeds it to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Vucevic setting the pick for Rose. That's good. Rose has got his first 2 points of the night.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Sellinger dishes to Bradley. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Now, Smart, after Aaron Brooks' 3-pointer didn't go, fires from deep, and Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Horford. Now, just a 2-point Bulls lead.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. .11 seconds left to play in the first. And it's Rose penetrating. Misses in close. Bradley. No luck. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Bulls lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really loved for 13 years. I couldn't have left without knowing that it was a place that we were going to stay together and really commit to a process together. And I was sold on that, and I continue to be sold on it.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks Boston and stockpile.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's game and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
They've got Levine. Pau Gasol is out there with Mirotic. Then there's Baller, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Mirotic's shot is off. Celtics trail by 4. Lee, a screen on DeRozan. Thomas with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Lee passes to the kid. Screen by Lee. Here's the kid. Gets it to fall, but still just 2 for 10 from the floor this game.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Now here is Mirotic. Some solid defense from Brown. Outside Thomas. The kick out to Brown. Launches a 3. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Sometimes the bench players are a little overlooked and undervalued, but make no mistake, they play a vital role in deciding games.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Screen by Lee. 5 to shoot. The kid passes to the Cobra. Trains it from beyond the arc. The Cobra's got 7 points in the game. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Left side, DeRozan fakes it off the glass. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
DeRozan against Thomas. Out left to the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's the kid. The shot is off. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Here's Ball. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Celtics trail by 3. Brown outside. Here's the Cobra. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Bulls have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots the 3. No good.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Thomas kicks to Lee. Nice ball movement by Boston. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on DeRozan. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And he can't hit the second. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
Now Thomas following the three-point attempt by DeRozan. To the middle. Shot's good by Lee. Lee's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here's Gasol. 9 points last game out. Here's Ball. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Here's the kid. He's got 5. No one near him. No good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Ball, the pass to Gasol. From downtown, DeRozan's shot is good. Now it's a 5-point Chicago lead.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Thomas dishes to Lee. The screen from Brown. And again, it's David Lee.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Outside DeRozan. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Thomas kicks to Lee. Pass to the kid. There's the dish to Thomas. Screen by Lee. Thomas against DeRozan. Thomas's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 5. Ball covered by Lee. Good D by Lee.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Back to Thomas. Drills the three-pointer.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Time call here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And David Lee missing time early last season with that hamstring injury also opened the door up for Draymond Green to kind of take that starting power forward role. And give Lee credit, though. Didn't sulk, just threw himself into his new role as a super sub.
Some changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Mirotic, and it's Rose in for Ball. And then for Boston, Al Horford is checked in for the Cobra. T.J. Warren comes in for Lee, and Marcus Smart is subbed in for Thomas. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Greg, you're talking about David Lee, the two-time All-Star. Pretty much a starter most of his career, though. A big change, Clark, as he came off the bench this past season after he was injured in the preseason.
Yeah, you know, you think about his game, though, Kevin. Highly skilled, mobile, smart. Gives you energy and scoring. I think he's ideal coming off the bench.
Here's Smart after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. And here's Smart. A 14-point game for him in the win against Detroit. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Brown's got 6. The Bulls have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Rose kicks to DeRozan. It's Chicago with another bucket.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Here's Smart. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Lets it go from the wing. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's DeRozan. Cannot hit. And it's Boston the other way. Smart passes to Warren. That's good. Warren's got his first 2 points.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
The Bulls have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Vucevic setting the pick for DeRozan. 16 feet away. That doesn't go either for DeRozan. Boston trailing. Inside. Brown. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Rose. The Celtics have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Green comes in for DeMar DeRozan, and it's Brooks in for Levine. And the Celtics also making a change. Sullinger's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. The drive by Green, and he goes in for the dunk.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Now here's Smart. Brown with the screen on Rose. Smart with the ball. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really liked. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
And that one misses.
And for Smart, though, he still has a lot of work to do on his ball handling and passing. His shooting, I think, exceeded some people's expectations. 37% from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from 3 was solid. He finally started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
You know, you talk about Smart's lackluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjusts to the length in the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well.
Now here's Vucevic. And Green with the basket on the assist by Vucevic. And the Bulls lead by 3. Boston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Now Smart. Sullinger the screen. Here's Warren, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. T.J. Warren had a very interesting start to his NBA career. Spent most of the first half in the D-League. In the second half, Clark, he finally got some minutes and really provided a spark.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't have great range on his jumper right now, and he's not an elite ball handler, but he's one of the best cutters in the game. Moves well without the ball, so I think his future is bright nonetheless.
And talking about TJ, guys, he put up a few interesting numbers towards the end of last season. Shot 64% from the field in March. Had 18 points in one game, 17 in another. The last game of the year, he chips in with 6 assists. So now it's up to him to put it all together on a more consistent basis.
And, you know, getting back to TJ, yes, he needs to improve his shooting range, but what I'd like to see are major improvements on defense. I mean, he shows active hands when he's near the ball, but he can also be a bit lazy as a defender and gambles and reaches too much. That won't get it done at this level.
Now here's Smart after the miss from Pau Gasol. Horford with the screen on Green, and it's Bradley off the drive, and Jared Sullinger picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Chicago leading. Brooks kicks to Rose. Gasol against Sullinger. Back to Rose. Gasol setting the pick for Rose. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Gasol with the steal. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. Here's Smart after the Bulls pick up 2. Picked by Horford. They set the pick. Warren kicks to Bradley. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Sullinger. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And Brooks, here we go. Here's Vucevic. Rebounded by the Celtics. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Warren, good, and Smart gets the assist. And that's now 7 points for T.J. Warren. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Chicago shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
One shot, gentlemen.
Austin with the ball, trailing by 5. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Sullinger outside. He dishes it to Bradley. Horford sets a screen for Bradley. Green with the rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. It's the Bulls leading by 5. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Nick, a competitive battle out here for you tonight. What's been the mindset for you and this team during the first half?
Just want to come out and not aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so they're not going to quit. They're going to keep playing. We just have to keep getting stops and keep believing that we can win this game, and good things will happen again.
Nick, thank you. We appreciate it. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, they forced their way to some easy buckets, aggressively going to the rack, imposing their will. I mean, taking it inside establishes an attitude and toughness that you can't